Hello and welcome to my tarot corner. Before I start, please take a few moments to read my full disclaimer in the description box. This is a tarot reading. It is vibrational. It is open to interpretation. It exists as assumptions and speculation, and as such may or may not be true. So please do your own research and decide for yourselves. So from the backlash of Harry's UN speech, most of the articles were showing concern to his welfare, to his well-being. He looked ungroomed, he looked depressed. And if you watch the body language guy, he opened a new channel called the Royal Rog, in which he does lives and shorter videos on mostly the royal family, and he shows how Harry's speech was almost identical to a speech that William did 1 year ago in Scotland. And many people are saying that it was Harry's voice but Meghan's words. And it was quite evident that she was the dominating party there. And then in the evening they went out and she was mimicking Kate, only looking a lot cheaper and spending a lot more money. And from the shape of her body, I think that most of you can agree that the woman that was pictured in Wyoming is not Meghan. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do the spread and check if William is concerned about his brother and how can he support him, or what can he do to help him, because many people are saying that what happened after the speech yesterday is that the royal family saw Harry, they saw how he looked, and they got really concerned. So I'm going to use a 5-card spread that I kind of modified it because it is about supporting a child, but I'm going to do it regarding supporting a brother. So how can William support his brother? Is he worried about him? And what can he do to help him? And I am using the Illuminated Tarot, another beautiful tarot deck that has some extra cards. So if I will get one of those extra cards, we will need the booklet that comes with the deck to see what is the mentioning. This is an 80 card deck, not a 78 like the regular tarot decks. So first I'm going to clear the deck. Okay, so is William worried about Harry? How can he support him? How can he help him? Is William's worried about his brother? And what can he do to support him? What can he do to help him? Well, one card flipped, so I'm going to just do one more shuffle. Is William worried about Harry? And what can he do to help him? So the first card is a card that asks, how can William support Harry? Well, taking into consideration that they are not in very good terms. And the card that I'm getting is the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is a card of speed and velocity. This is a card that speaks about being in the right place and the right time, being able to help. So it looks like, yeah, that that William is able to help Harry in a way. But this card only shows us that things are happening very fast, that things are so changing so fast that sometimes it's hard to follow. But this card shows us this is a yes answer. So yeah, he can help him, but he can help him by showing him the right direction or the right way, or what are the right actions. And whether or not Harry will listen, that is another question. But this is what this card means. This is what William can do to help Harry. So the next card is how much William is worried about his brother. And what I'm getting here is the Nine of Pentacles. So first of all, this is a yes card. So yeah, William is worried about his brother. The Nine of Pentacles is a card that speaks about profiting after working hard. So first of all, if we're talking about how much, yeah, a lot. Because it is the Nine of Pentacles, that's a lot. And but it does also show that William is concerned about Harry's financial situation, that he's worried about Harry's work or the things that he's doing in order to gain money, because this is a card that speaks about getting that money after working hard. William is the one who's working hard. So this is a card that shows us that, yeah, he's really very, very worried about Harry. The next card is what does Harry need the most from William? What does Harry need the most from William? And we get the Temperance card. Temperance is a card that can be interpreted literally, so being temperate, but it is also about faith and believing. So this card is about Harry needs William to believe in him, or to believe in their relationship. Harry needs a lot of TLC, let's call it that. That's tender love and care, because this is a card of water, and water are emotions. So he's lacking that. He's not receiving emotions from his wife, and he needs that love from his brother. He needs that care from his brother and from his father and his grandmother. So he needs to know that his family is worried about him, and he needs hope. And this is about hope. The Temperance is a card that is a card of hope. This is what he really needs. This is what maybe William can help him get, in a way, by letting him know that if he does do the right thing, and if he does do the right thing in the right time, which is probably to let his wife go, he is welcome back in the family. So this is what Harry really needs from his brother and from his family. So how can William reconnect with Harry? And what I'm getting here is the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is a card that is calling William to focus on the most important things and leave the trivial things aside. So in this context, I would say that this card is telling William to focus on the most important things, which is Harry's welfare right now, and find a way to help him and put aside all of the differences and everything that went between them. Put that aside and really focus on the most important things, which is right now helping Harry and helping him in his mental status. So this is what how William can reconnect with Harry. And the last card of this spread is will Harry listen to William? So can Harry listen to William? Can Harry reconnect with William? And the card that I'm getting is the Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands, it's a court card. A court card is a yes answer. But as I always tell you, court cards are people that have problems. And the Page of Wands, his problem is that he's the eternal student. He's someone who jumps from one bandwagon to another bandwagon. He's never excited. He's never enthusiastic about what he's doing. He always looks for something more exciting. So basically, yeah, Harry can reconnect with his brother, but in order to do that, he needs to get over the problems of the Page of Wands and become an ace. He needs to understand that life is something that is happening to you right now. It's not something that will happen in the future, that he needs to think about what he's doing with his life right now, and he needs to find a way to get interested in what he's doing and not look for the next exciting venture that might not come. So basically he can reconnect with William, but he really needs to get over that bandwagoning and that jumping from bandwagon to bandwagon, and to realize that his place is back in the royal family, but not with his current wife. So this is the tarot. The oracle deck is the Universal Love Oracle, because I really did think that despite everything, there is love between the brothers, even though they are not maybe in very good terms right now. So I'm going to take a card, an energy card for William, and an energy card for Harry. So let's just shuffle it once more. Okay, and clear the deck. Okay, so energy for Harry, energy and love for Harry. And the card for Harry is the Mystic. So I will take a card for William, and then I'll get the book. And energy for William, energy for and love for William. And the card for William is Eternal Flame. So I'm going to get the book and see exactly what each of these cards mean. So in regard to the mythic, the interpretation of the card is that it is time to rouse the sleeping mythic within. Observation, recognition, and predictions are qualities that Harry probably has, and he's now reawakening to them. So maybe this is in regard to his talks to Diana. So he is probably dealing with mystics and all kinds of things like that. But what this card is telling him is to pay particular attention to his intuition over the next few days. He will receive important news, so he needs to keep a journal and to pay attention to everything. So this is a card that is telling Harry that he needs to be very observant about everything around him. He needs to tap into his intuition and to understand his position, and to be very attentive in order to receive the messages that he's getting from his family in roundabout ways, but he is getting those messages that his family is worried about him. So he needs to take attention to that, and maybe get more connected with his spiritual self. The Eternal Flame is a card that speaks about a flame of perpetual truth, and this is the flame that is glowing within William, and it will burn when the opinions, advice, and urgencies of the world will fade away. It is there now and always, encouraging him to stand in his truth and live by his heart. So this card is calling William to walk his own path, know his own heart and mind, to stand firm, empowered, and liberated. So that's a great card for William, and especially in everything that is connected with Harry. He needs to follow his inner truth and to find a way to keep his inner truth and keep and to try and help his brother without damaging his inner truth. So this is it for this reading. I hope you liked it, and if you did, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave me a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.